This video is about making some adjustments to the software program. It turns out that the layout that I did in part one didn't work because the dust collection system kept hitting it. The other thing was that I had actually more clearance than I thought I did. I had about, 3 7/8 of an inch clearance. So I didn't have to cut the material down as far, so I don't have to take away as much material. So I make some adjustments for that. The other thing was up at the top, it was not clearing. Well, I guess it's top. As you're looking at my screen and your screen, up at the top, it was not cutting away the material. So I need to move that one square up. And when I do that, I can fix it in a couple different ways. I can move them all up and enlarge. But what I do here is I figure out, wait a minute, this is a little more work than I want to do. Let's change a couple things. Right here what I'm doing is changing the depth of cut. I was cutting an 1.5 inches and now I have about 3/4 of an inch more clearance than I thought. So I'm going to drop that down to 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to take away 3/4 of an inch on this pass. And that gets me the clearance I need to get below the carriage. So 3/4 of an inch will get me there, and then I'll do a cleanup pass at the end, which you'll see that I'll add. So I drop that one down, and I go to the next one and do the same thing, 2. Oh, now I'm going to move it up. Unfortunately, my microphone didn't work when I was doing this VCarve program, so it simply, I'll ad-lib as we go along so you can see what I'm doing. See how I raised it? I should have also enlarged it instead of just moving the squares up, and I realized that pretty quick here, because otherwise I have to go all the way to the bottom, and if you look at the bottom there isn't overlap. But here we go. See, I realized that, wait a minute, why don't I just enlarge the square? So I'll change this height to 2.2 inches, and that will expand the square so that I can move it up now, and it covers that gap. See it? So I'll simply move that up with the up arrows, and there we go. Now I've filled in that gap, and I've extended it up at the top so I can clip that off. I've done number 1, so let's look at number 2. And you see it's also 1.5. So I'm going to change that, and I'm going to go all the way down through there to do the next 6. So I'm going to speed that process up. Now I repeat the process in high speed. I change it to a cutting total depth of 0.75. And as you can see, if I go down 0.5 to start, then all I have to cut off is 0.25. Now I'm going to add a square. And what I did here is I'm simply checking my dimensions. Rather than memorize them or write them down, I do so many projects some days that I just go back and refresh my memory. So I'm going to make a box or rectangle centered up in the upper left corner. That's going to be my start point. And I'm going to make it oversized so that it fits over this entire project. I just extended it by 0.25 beyond the parameters. To do it again, I think I would go another 1/4 inch, so it would give a full pass on the outside. And there I just made the mistake of touching it. I'm centering the square now, and you can go in to your alignment tools and do that in a couple clicks so you can see the box. So I'm going to put a pocket in there. I'm going to go down to a depth of 0.125. I'm going to start at 0. Oh, start at 0.75 because I've already milled off the top. And then go down another 0.125. And that kind of smooths all that together, ties it all in. And that's basically it. I'm going to call it pocket 7. As you can see, it's all the way down there. It cuts a small amount out, and it works pretty good. So that's what I did. And you see it cleans it up. If you run that one last, obviously it would be wonderful, but it's not going to chew through all that material. The machine I have, a CNC Shark, won't cut, well, it will cut that, but I have to slow it down. So it's a trade-off. Preview all of them when you're done, You can see the first one, the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and if you now watch the checkbox over there, it shows you which one it's on per pass. And that's it, my finished project. Smoothing that down to get a flat level plane. The last step, of course, is saving these files. I save them off to a flash drive, which is, I don't know, it's E in this case, E drive, which is my flash drive, and then take it out and plug it into my machine and my CNC, and away it goes. So this was kind of a different project. How do I machine down something that won't fit under my carriage? And this is one technique to do it. I'm sure there's others out there, but this is the first way I thought about doing it, and it works. It was kind of a fun project. Easy to do, and I saved a piece of wood that otherwise I'd been fighting with. Yes, you can cut it with a chainsaw. Yes, you can do it a lot of different ways, but this is a nice, safe way to do it. Easy mounting, and you've got the CNC. Why not use it? So have fun with your CNC and have a great day. And thanks for watching.